This is Dave with Taboo Customs. In the shop today, behind me, we have a 90s YJ. Now this 90s YJ has one major problem, and that is a crack in the front part of the frame where the spring hanger, shackle hanger meets the frame. Now in this video, we're going to take a look at what caused this crack, which is actually a poor rust repair job that was done to just cover up rust. And we're going to take a look at what we can do to actually repair this cracked frame using one of our Taboo Customs kits for the passenger side front portion of the YJ frames. So let's take a look at the crack. So here we go with the crack on the passenger side front section of the YJ frame. The customer first noticed it because you can see it started to rust here. So by the time it started to rust, it was probably pretty far along, and you see the crack goes into the hole on the inside where it does stop, because typically a hole will help to cause a crack to stop. You can see what actually caused this was a really poor rust repair job on the outside of the frame. It actually looks like there's two different panels on here. As far as the outside of the frame, you can see how much ugliness there is. I mean, this is a good 3/4 of an inch off the frame to this section. You can also see here how this repair did not get penetration, and this weld is just cracked off of this bottom plate because there was no penetration in the weld. Now the crack obviously goes completely through the top, all the way down, follows the weld down the side, at least what we can see. Underneath, we have highlighted the crack, and you can see it there in the bottom. Now the crack is offset a few inches, so chances are there's a large hole right here where the crack actually is coming down through this area. On the inside of the frame, you can see how close it got to actually cracking completely through the frame. There's actually a benefit that the crack was offset. This here is actually a crack coming up, so we've got about 2 inches here where the crack did not meet, so there's really not a whole lot actually holding this frame on. So the first step is going to be pulling off the ugliness that someone added and seeing what we're actually dealing with. All right, so with the two plates removed, we see the rest of the story. So as you can see, it's pretty bad on the outside of the frame. The interesting thing, and some Jeeps are just like this frame rusted really bad on the outside, but the bottom is still actually whole. There's no holes in the bottom. There's still probably at least 14 gauge plus of thickness in that bottom of the frame. We should actually be able to clean up this bottom crack and weld it up, and we'll also clean up these top cracks, that inside crack in the inside of the frame. I mean, the inside of the frame is still really good thickness, so we'll be able to basically go in, clean up the crack, get the rust away from it, try to weld up the crack as best we can to give it the original strength, and then we'll come in and we'll plate it with our kit. Before we do that, we'll talk about the plates we did remove and what occurred with that. Now, someone at some point added a small plate down here at the bottom. Not that it was covering much. You can see where it was. Might have been covering this hole originally. However, wasn't covering much. So obviously, probably continued to rust. It got worse up at the top. They probably wanted to sell it, so then they just grabbed some ugly piece of material and really poorly welded it onto the frame. And since the frame was already rusting and compromised, it had started to crack, and you can see a couple places where it started to crack up, and you can see how it would hit the weld and it would stop. And with a good weld, and I'm not saying these welds are good, but they're good enough to at least stop the crack in those areas for the most part. This weld up here, however, did not fuse. So you can see how the crack went up, went around the weld, and then went across the top of the frame. Had they fused, this weld in decently, they actually might have avoided that. Same thing down here in the bottom. They maybe attempted to weld. There's some ugly spatter down here. Chances are they could not weld overhead at all. And, had they had a decent weld here, what could have prevented that cracking down across the frame and back up. Those are the types of things that why, all of our kits say you need to make sure you have a competent welder and a person welding it and a good welder. We will recommend a 220 welder for installing any of our kits. Anyway, what we're going to do now, we're going to clean all this up, clean all this bad weld off. We'll actually take this bracket, cut it off. We don't leave this bracket on here. That was one of their problems, is they tried to weld with this bracket on here. This bracket is just, layers of rust because it's sandwiched in there. So what we'll do is we'll take our normal passenger side YJ kit. Now our passenger side YJ kit is really just 3 plates though. It is a U shape, outside, inside, and bottom of the frame. It doesn't cover the top because we know this is cracked and compromised, and this is where we say a lot of times in our videos and in our kits you may have to add extra pieces. We can't always know what's going to happen. This is not typical. Sometimes you will have a hole back here where this pad is, and we actually have a kit that covers this area. However, we don't have a kit that deals with this cracked frame on top. So if you're ever doing any kind of rust repair with this, you have to make sure that you're using good judgment. And if you need to add some material to a kit or you need to do a little bit extra, make sure you do. Obviously with something like this, as you can see, the higher quality it is, the longer it's going to last, the more it's going to avoid issues. Now, some good news is that a lot of times with YJs, this spring hanger will completely rust off or be broken. We've actually even seen these where they're held on with, ratchet straps and all sorts of things because this will break off. Again, oddly enough, really rusted here, not very bad up in this section. Really good on the inside. This is actually in great shape. The shackle even came apart easily. Normally these are just a struggle. You tear up the bushings getting it apart. That didn't occur. So again, Jeeps are just odd. They all, I guess, have their own personality as it goes. So let's get to working on this. We need to get our kit, and we'll need to start getting all this rust cleaned up. So now we have gone and we've cut out the rust. We've removed this plate back here, which is optional. This one was actually solid welded down both sides, so we had to cut it straight down both sides, cut at the top, peel it off the bottom. Now we're going to need to go and clean up all these welds so that our new kit can sit flush to the frame. We want it to sit flat, and again, making sure you spend more time on the prepping and getting it ready should take you a lot more time than actually welding everything together. Now in some areas where we went through and we made some cuts, like back here where you can see we overcut a little bit, we're actually going to go in, clean that up, put some weld on there, because one thing you don't want happening, and especially on YJs, because there is so much stress in this area of the frame due to the shackle hanger being up here, this could turn into a crack. And it's basically like this is a crack that's already started, and you want to stop that. So we're going to go in, weld any of those places that we've got small areas that we overcut out of there, clean up all the weld, and then we are actually going to go ahead and prime it, and then we'll lay out our new kit on it so we can clean up the areas and get it ready to be welded. All right, so at this stage we've gone in, we've ground off all of the old welds from the old plates. We've ground off some of the welds for the plate that reinforced that chain hook hole there. We've also gone in and welded up the crack as much as possible. Pretty difficult sometimes welding up. You're not going to be able to get all of the crack. It's going to be impossible. There's going to be sections of it that are paper thin. You can probably see if you watch the welding closely, we spotted a lot of places to just keep the heat down to try not to burn through as much as possible. The main thing though is to try to bring that crack together so that you can keep it from propagating farther. Then we went in, we didn't grind off all of the reinforcement on the weld, but we ground it down enough just so our plates fit pretty flat over those welds. And now we've gone in and we have painted it with a weld through primer. We use a 3M weld through primer, painted all of the raw edges to try to keep them from starting to rust again. Going to be pretty much impossible, but every little bit is going to help, especially as we go and we layer material on here, because that's often where you're going to get the most rust, is between those layers, because moisture is going to get caught. If you have something in there to try to help to prevent that, that will be a big help. So we will actually spray rust through primer on the back sides of our plates before we weld them on too. But let's go ahead and take a look at the kit we're going to be welding on to the frame next. So here's our kit for the passenger side of the YJ. This is an extra piece. It doesn't come in our normal kit, but our normal kit for the passenger side will have these 4 pieces. You've got an outside piece, an inside piece. This is for the bottom, and then you've got a small piece that actually will go in here, because what these will do is, what we want to make sure we get done is we tie the shackle mount into this new material. We're not just plating over the frame, we're actually trying to add structure back into the shackle mount. This extra piece here is actually for the top. If you do need a piece like that for the top, let us know, and we can cut that and send it to you custom. We do have that drawn up. So what we're going to do next is, now we need to take these pieces and put them on the frame, line out where they're going to be, then go in and clean up that frame so that we can get good welds. Now that we've got it all welded up, we'll take a final look at it. You can see here how we've tied in the shackle hanger into the new material. We've also tied this new material into the tube. The biggest thing on welding this up is really cleanliness, getting it clean. If you think you've got it clean, spend another 5 minutes trying to get the rest of the rust off, because you're undoubtedly, especially up here in this area, if you don't spend a lot of time cleaning that tube, you're going to hit a spot where it just will not want to weld very well. So here you can see we've done the outside, boxed it in all the way to the inside, and basically welded up a solid box, solid welded pretty much everywhere that you can get to. Also tied in the inside of the shackle hanger as well. So now this is pretty much it. We should be able to get it cleaned up, primed, and painted. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in purchasing this passenger side kit or any of our other kits, you can find them on taboocustoms.com. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them here on YouTube, or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching. As always, a like or subscribe, greatly appreciated.